Oh my god, it's just a long line of dates. Well, alright. I think I have energy in me for one more. One more. But who should we talk to? I'll be perfectly honest with you, these three are the ones I like the most in general. But you know what? Morbid curiosity is getting the better of me. Damien, how you doing, buddy? Let's see what this is like. Let's see what dating Dracula is like. If it's like the movies. I'm very nervous right now. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's Dadbook page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute and I see that Damien is typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. I fucking hate that. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Oh, I thought he was going to do that one thing. One word after. Oh, okay, let's read this. I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Oh, whoa, there's more. Jesus Christ. Damien. Oh, God. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your companionship at my residence for an afternoon. For an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, D. Blood March. Oh, Jesus Christ. I stare at the screen and reread the letter several more times. Hey, Amanda? Can you help me with something?
Aww.
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping you a back pimp. Ew! Oh no, can you interpret this for me? I turn the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is a hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying lol and LMAO and whatever and decided that what we needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do? Where's your pen and quill? What? Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Took you a fucking while, Barry. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still gotta be, though. Great, so what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over to me and types on the keyboard. Oh lord, here we go. I officially disown you. Betrayed by my own flesh and blood. Oh, why can't you make me look cool in front of the goth guy, Amanda? Why? When have I ever embarrassed you except always? Well, I suppose that's that. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor? Estate? The gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. I walk past a couple of gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker, and a hollow sound echoes through the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hang on the wall. Oh dearie me. And a dog. And a dog. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo-doo. Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring right at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Barry, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. Oh my god, this guy. What's with the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked? I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
Oh.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest. Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. He walks past the door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. I almost forgot about Lucine. This is going to be fun. Did they listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward. There's more to see. Reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish. And this is the library. Sunlight streams in from floor-to-ceiling arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Pick up a book. Yes, I knew that would fly over well. You know, Barry, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youth into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I turn to a random page and read aloud. Did I pick up the wrong book, or is this the whole library? Is this Lucien's or is it yours? I'm a little... Again? Good for you?
What?
Not quite my thing? It's actually his! Oh my god. Look, apologies to Naruto fans and to anyone who writes /fic or erotic fiction. I don't mind. You guys do you. It's all cool. I have my own oddities, but man, this is fucking funny. This is really fucking funny coming from this guy. Oh my god. Okay, let's take a look at the butterflies now. Maybe one of the butterflies is just like a painting of that one guy from Buso Renkin. That's probably it. Oh my dude. My fucking god. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'll go without. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Ah, the pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. I walk to the window and I'm greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups. with his daughters on his back. Damn it. He sees me and waves happily, doing push-ups with one hand now. Damn! Did you know that Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No. But Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? Of course. I'm here, aren't I? I followed Damien to his sitting room where finger foods have already been set out upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. What? It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealth or class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they're served. Oh. Well, I guess I'm learning things today. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Let's talk about his scene. Plenty, actually. We mostly communicate online in GOTH forums. You wouldn't believe the Victorian-era drama that these people get into. Drama? So-and-so wore this undercoat over this period inappropriate petticoat. Someone else doesn't understand the difference between a bodice and an underbodice. People will get angry if you wear a mismatched color of blackberry. I'm not kidding. This is an actual thing that people get angry about. Oh, you're a lot cooler than I was expecting. That's good. I mean, he seems like a fine guy. I'm trying to joke around here, but I really don't want to be a dick. And don't even get me started on the sub-styles. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. Damien catches himself before he gets too heated. It's all mostly frill-based, of course. What got you so interested in goth stuff?
Oh.
Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Hey, my man. Sorry? Did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You serious? Of course. But, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. Started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals, grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there were many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, to be cognizant of its flaws and love it all the same. Good point. I agree. Tell me, Barry, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Would I love to hear about your interests? Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing and quite honestly rather attractive. Thank you! That is true! That is absolutely true. And I try to do my best to do that for people. I don't always succeed, but I do. This is very nice. Please, tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. I like watching soap making videos. Love me some word jumbles. I learned how to juggle once. Word jumbles. The written word fascinates me. We spend so much time using words, you know, and I think people would appreciate them more if they had to unjumble them. Yeah, pretty much that. Thank you, asshole. It's poetic, really. Oh, so you're a writer. In a sense. We finish our tea and finger sandwiches.
Oh, delightful.
Come, I have one more thing to show you. Damien takes me around the back of his home where a variety of flowers flourish in a beautifully landscaped rows. This is fucking gorgeous. A small stone path weaves through it and butterflies flit lazily through the air. And another fit. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationships in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is symbolic of different feelings. Is that where all that comes from? Like, I don't know. I'm asking out of curiosity.
Huh.
Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine. Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze? My loins are ablaze. Come on, man. Appreciate a good joke. Oh, come on. I was being funny, buddy. Alright, fair enough. The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Oh dear, okay. Well, and that's precisely why floral arrangement is so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? The only one I know of these I know what is a sunflower, so... That's actually pretty... They remind me of sunshine, and then you eat the seeds as a delicious snack. How adorable. What a practical choice. My stomach grumbles. Oh man, now I want sunflower seeds. I think I'm blowing this one. I'm trying to be nice, and I'm failing horribly, and I feel bad. Oh, hey! Thank you. He would put together a bouquet for me? Nobody's ever given me a bouquet before. I followed Damien down the footpath and admires more of the beautiful flowers. Suddenly a phone rings. Oh, Barry, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls out a cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to the house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I had put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start the one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh, hey, a gargoyle. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. Yeah, that's pretty bad. What? Oh. Oh. Oh, wait, what? What the hell? No, that's the head. Okay. So this then. Come on. How do I... Come on! Dude, what? These games happen so fucking fast. Do I... Look. Oh, I can turn them around. I didn't realize. Shit, I'm fucked now. Yep. I'm fucked. No, I can do it. I can do it. We got this. Yes! Whew! Oh my god! They give you very little time to react to this shit. That was a close one. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Barry, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything is perfectly fine, but it's Lucine. What's wrong? He appears to have, well... His teacher needs me to come to the school post-haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. Huh. You're right. This is one of Lucine's more elaborate stunts. I would greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go.
Oh.
Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the My Kids Are in Trouble rodeo. Huh. What is it this time? This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into a step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda is around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Oh dear, watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement and they don't sound happy. As I'm led to the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. Oh, these two. We find another teacher in a boiler room tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucine and Ernest, Hugo's son. Lucine has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can make heads and tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What? What happened here? I'm trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa. Wait a second. Lucine, did you try to... Cask of Amontillado, Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I'm assuming that's the story of a duchess, noble woman or something that gets locked into a wall. That's like an old ghost story. I don't know. I'm not a classic literature guy. But I seem to remember something like that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's Cask of Amontillado? Yeah, I thought so. I haven't read enough Edgar Allan Poe. I really wanna. It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down into his cellar with the promise of wine and fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. Yep, I haven't read this one, but I've watched the Tales of Terror version with Vincent Price and Peter Lorre, and it's wonderful. It's great. I just didn't know that was the original title of the story. Oh. It's a lovely story, yes. And I think it's also often used as like background for ghosts. I've heard it other places than Edgar Allan Poe, but it's obviously referencing him. So wait, Lucine, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly built a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then he realized that I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad, It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the Cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucine was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages and then read a review of the movie. Strange minds think alike, huh?
Sweet Manchego.
It's only 5 pages long and there is no movie. Yeah, you're right. There is a movie. Fuck you. At least a third of an anthology movie. Tales of Terror, Vincent Price, look it up. I paid Lucine to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me. So when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both have their heads in their hands. You guys are always telling me to engage in literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was again. You two are both suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucine high-five. These kids. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home, Mr. Bloodmarch. You too. Thank you for your meditation. We all head up the stairs and out the school in tense silence. Lucine, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin the drive home. Lucine immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you and I can see that you're struggling, so if you do decide that you would like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. Honestly, so am I. I would be fucking furious. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. Oh, this is nice, but you really gotta talk to this kid. Like, have a serious talk with him. But at least you're trying. I like that. Love you too. Oh, there we go. That was better. We spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucine hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright. And all things considered, Lucine's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining. There is that, yes. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him. And I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. It rarely does. You're a good dad. See you around soon. Well, that certainly earned me some favors.
Oh.
It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy.
Huh.
I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo. What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. What? Ugh, I hate this show. The couple on screen biggers back and forth while staying in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with bemused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. Touching the low ceiling. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby sheet cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I'm not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular-sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucine since he tried to... He lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of fine vintage and then tried to trick him into the wall, right? How did you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucine live-streamed the entire thing. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy is a character, but he's really good company. I agree. I absolutely agree. And a surprisingly diplomatic dad. I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Yeah, you're a cool guy, Damien. I know I cracked a lot of jokes before going, and... I don't know, I'll say it again. Like, people should do what they want, be who they want. I totally...
You considered taking part in the goth lifestyle?
I wouldn't. No thanks. People should do what they want, what makes them happy, how they want to be, and not face judgment, I guess. Also, my Poe knowledge is just not... Some of these must be jokes. I don't know, man. Damien, you're a cool guy. All of these dads are cool so far in their own ways. And I'm actually very interested in your story now. So there's that. I'm exhausted. I've dated 4 dads in a row. I'm all dadded out. I am out dadded. I cannot dad anymore for now. And therefore, I shall bid thee adieu for this stream. See you next time, folks.